has excellent connection. We'll see when we start playing, because sometimes it tries to make me feel better about myself. Just waiting for a moment. Okay, let's start. Guess we'll find out if anyone ever shows up if my voice is too quiet. Valady Lynn, French Alps. Stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended bitrate. I knew that was gonna happen. Looking guys, which we learn later they're not called robots, but you know, if you don't know the word, your immediate reaction is these are robots. We learn later they are called automatons. And I was like, man, this lady looks like a real person. It looks like I'm watching a movie. And this rain looks so real. I'll just never forget it. This game is cemented into my brain. I think about everyone who enjoys video games has a few games that are they're just permanently in their brain for the rest of their life. That's what this game is to me. Wow, it's nice and bright for you. Let yourself be transported by the magnificent landscape surrounding Valady Lynn, a small charming town tucked away in the Alps, and by Vorarlberg Manufacturing, whose exceptional savoir-faire in the specialized world of luxury mechanical toys and automatons is at the root of Valady Lynn's reputation around the world. For 800 years, the Vorarlberg family has passed its knowledge from generation to generation, perfecting the art of that particular branch of clock making that breathes life into the complex network of cogs and spindles that make up automatons. You gonna play Stalker?
Yeah, IRL.
Wow. So it's basically gonna be like, not VR. What's the next step up? Yes, augmented reality.
I don't know if augmented reality is a step up or a step down. I don't know if it's just considered. Because, like, Pokemon Go is augmented reality, so I don't know if it's...
Oh, that's true. Anyway, you can, talk to me anytime, Aaron. You can talk to me anytime, Aaron. Okay. Probably looking for an escaped convict. Its creative wonders once defied belief and drew the admiration of young and old alike. People would come from across Europe for a chance to vie for the right to own one of these fantastic toys. At the heart of a mechanical automaton is its motor. A series of spindles are set in motion to music via the set of cogs. Attached to spindles are cams that are shaped in the image of the music. In turn, they command a series of rods which control the gestures of toys at their tips. Automaton construction takes place in 3 stages: modeling, mechanics, and casing. The process requires the participation of 20 different specialized trades. In its heyday, the Vorarlberg factory employed over 100 craftsmen, mechanics, watchmakers, sculptors, tailors, and dressmakers, working in separate workshops. Vorarlberg automatons all have 2 distinguishing features in common: their high precision mechanisms and the characteristic Vorarlberg wind-up key. Devising and assembling each model is a meticulous process. Standard toys are constructed from local wood, while the most sophisticated ones use more precious resources, such as ebony imported from Madagascar. Despite competition from Asia, the Vorarlbergs never gave in to the temptation to produce electrical robots and chose to continue their exploration of the mysteries of perpetual mechanical motion. Whoa. The Vorarlbergs have come a long way from their simple jointed puppets of yesteryear. Today, their creations are so lifelike, one has the impression that they can think for themselves. The first signs of puppet manufacture in Valladolid go back to the 13th century. While there was maybe no definite puppet industry at the time, Hermann Vorarlberg's renown was recognized even in the court of the emperor. Oh, there's more to read. It was not until the 17th century that Charles Vorarlberg founded the Vorarlberg Mechanical Toy and Puppet Factory. That's kind of a disturbing looking picture where he's holding the... and industrial activity in the valley really took off. The reputation of Valladolid and its famous toys then just kept growing and growing. There's a picture of good old Charles Vorarlberg with one of his creations. A large part of production was devoted to producing theatrical puppets at the time. Sorry, I heard a noise, and so I was listening to decide if I needed to care. The turn of the 20th century was Vorarlberg's golden age, as expressed in the factory's impressive architecture. I got made fun of in the past because I say architecture. It's architecture. And the main houses of the town. The Vorarlberg reputation crossed the oceans, dispatching its fine precision mechanisms across the globe to delighted buyers who began to believe that Vorarlberg automatons had a life of their own. This old picture says it's Rudolf Vorarlberg. He managed the business during the glory years of the Vorarlberg factory. Since the end of the Second World War... I heard a sound again. Where's this name? The destiny of the factory has been in the hands of Rudolf's daughter, Anna Vorarlberg, the last and sole descendant of the prestigious line of craftsmen. This inspiring figure negotiated the business through the end of the war. She breathed new life into production by creating works of art to appeal to experts and enthusiasts alike. Vorarlberg automatons became rare collector's items with highly innovative mechanisms of unequaled ingeniousness even to this day. I bet you're glad I'm done reading, huh? This is me, Kate Walker. My phone number. Check out, this is my cell phone. Check out my cell phone. Pretty cool. Pretty cool cell phone. What's she gonna say?
I really don't have the strength to take this suitcase any further. I wonder who can help me.
Yeah, I need someone to help me. Oh, what's this? Oops. Sorry, I clicked outside of the game. Sorry about that. What in the world just happened? Did I just ruin the game by accidentally clicking out of it? Oh my goodness. Let's
I'll wait
exit.
for the storm to end before I step outside.
Okay, well, I know the desk is over here. Let's go look at it. Okay, hopefully that fixed it. Alright, we wound up the little guy. Let's push the button. I want one of those in real life.
Okay, I'm coming.
Hello, I'm gonna speak to you.
Hi there.
Hello there, ma'am.
I'll introduce myself.
I would like a room. My company should have made a reservation in the name of Walker. The company is Marson and Lormont Associates. The name is Kate Walker.
Of course, Miss Walker. You are in room 6 on the next floor up.
Thank you.
Help me.
Could you possibly take my luggage up, please?
Please do excuse me, Miss Walker. We have been neglecting our duties. Guests are so rare these days that we forget our manners. So you're the American woman? Is it true what people say? That you've come to buy the factory?
Not factory. Anna's house. Hans' house.
Excuse me?
Would you quiet down, you mischievous little boy? I imagine our little town must disappoint you. You see, today is very sad for us. It's a day of mourning. Today is the funeral of Miss Anna.
Momo sad, but Hans not dead. Hans long way away. Anna told Momo. Anna liked Momo very much.
That's enough,
that noise
Momo.
out there?
Stop pestering the lady. Now go on, scram.
Yeah.
Get out of here, you hear?
I thought I heard like a car driving by. Is a car driving by?
What was I saying? Oh, yes, Miss Anna.
No.
Such a great loss for
That must
Valet
be
Dylan,
bad.
it really is. Because now that she's dead, the factory will close. But you're here to stop that happening, aren't you? Our future is in your hands, Miss Walker.
What? Anna Vorarlberg is dead?
Well, that's a disappointment, isn't it? Look at how bow-legged this fella is.
Here's your room. I hope you
I
like
said
it, Miss Walker.
Sorry.
No.
I'll leave you to rest for the time being. You must have a lot of work to do. You know, the takeover of the factory is very good news for us here. It would make us very happy to see life return to our valley. If only you had seen Valadilen before. It was delightful. People came from all over the world to buy Vorarlberg automatons. Ah, somebody has left you some mail, I see. Remember, if you need anything at all, we're not far away, Miss Walker.
What were you gonna say, Aaron?
So remember how I said that one of the things that Stalker got wrong is that you can't really use a headlamp to shoot through a gun?
Yeah.
Well, turns out, the Trujillo Acon, you absolutely can, and it's even better with a headlamp.
Really? Well, that's interesting.
Because it lights up the fiber optic.
Uh-huh. Well, it makes sense if you're not using iron sights, I guess, right?
Well, iron sights, yeah, the headlamp doesn't work.
Yeah.
But ACOG, using headlamp makes it even better.
Neat. Yeah. There's a picture of one of the Vorarlbergs.
I don't need that for the time being.
She doesn't need her luggage. Here's some water pipes. I always wanted to enter this closet. But she's gonna say, no point, it's locked.
No need to go down there.
Oh,
No need to go down there.
oh.
No need to go down
Oh,
there.
I guess somewhere else she says no point, it's locked. What's this letter? I guess I'll just put it in my coat. It's a fax from Marson and Lormont. Dear Kate, our client, the Universal Toy Company, is more than eager to see conclusions from the talks with Vorarlberg Manufacturing with view to a takeover in the days to come, and we have received notification to this effect. We're counting on your undoubted qualities as a business lawyer to bring negotiations with Madame Anne Vorarlberg, the current owner, to a close. Allow me to remind you that the Universal Toy Company is a multinational which has a monopoly on the toy market. It is a Class A priority client who is also presenting Madame Vorarlberg with a golden opportunity to sell her factory. You should remind her of this fact in case she starts having last-minute second thoughts before signing the purchase agreement. I'm under no doubt that you will live up to the great expectations I have in you. Edward Marson.
I should tell Marson about the death of Miss Vorarlberg. I hope this isn't going to get too complicated. I can't see myself staying here too long.
I can't either.
No need to go down there. No need to go down there.
There's just no need to go down there.
No need to go down there.
Well, there's no point in even going in this hallway. Is there?
No need to go down there.
All right, Kate Walker. Let us speak.
I'm back again.
Miss Walker?
The young boy who was here earlier talked about, Hans. Who is Hans?
Momo was talking about Hans Vorarlberg, Anna's younger brother. But he died a long time ago. Nobody here even met him.
Well, isn't that sad?
Who is the boy who was drawing here earlier? Is he your son?
Heaven forbid! No, not at all.
Ho, ho, ho.
He's not a bad boy, no. Momo is just a little simple, that's all.
What is his connection with Anna Vorarlberg?
Momo is what you'd call the village idiot, and Anna took him under her wing. He must have reminded her of her younger brother, no doubt. And birds of a feather stick together, don't they?
You're implying that Anna Vorarlberg was a little bit slow as well?
Heaven forbid. No, not at all. She was a real loner. She kept to herself, that's all.
I just love all these little mechanical robots. I've noticed there are tons of them here in Valladolid.
Be careful what you say. Vorarlberg automatons are not robots. If you want people to like you here, never ever pronounce the word robot.
Okay. What is the difference between an automaton and a robot, then?
Well, to tell you the truth, no one really knows.
Well, robots are not... Well,
Did you know Anna Vorarlberg yourself?
Oh, why, of course I did. I mean, well, not really. She was a very great lady. We loved her very much. May she rest in peace.
rest in pieces.
I would like to see my room now.
We already saw that.
Why, certainly, of course.
What are you talking about, Kate Walker? We were just up there. Have you forgotten? Let's go over here and grab one of these cogs that Momo was playing with. I want two of these cogs. Let's look at the desk. Ah, more cogs. 4 cog sounds about right. Alright, and it's time to go explore Valley de Lynn.
I'll wait
shall
for
we?
the storm to end before I
Oh.
step outside.
Alright, well, Kate Walker just dashed that suggestion. So I guess we'll go back to our room. Since she said she wanted to see her room. I feel like I'm missing something. Run, Kate Walker.
No need to go down there.
Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to call the fella. I guess the office is who I call.
Lawson and Lawmont, how can I help you?
Can you put me through to Mr. Marson, please?
And
It's
Vorlberg.
Kate Walker.
Has passed.
Hold the line, please.
It's an amazing meeting.
Hello, Kate. So tell me, how's the case going?
Not so good.
I've just got to Valley de Lynn, and there's a slight problem, Mr. Marson, I'm afraid. Mrs. Vorlberg is dead.
Ah, that's most unfortunate. But I seem to remember we made provisions for just such a sad eventuality, and we know that there was no heir.
Yes, that's right, but
So where's the problem, Kate? Contact the notary right away. I'll get my secretary to fax you his address and an introduction letter from the firm.
very good, Mr. Marson.
Right, I gotta go, Kate. Keep me up to date, okay?
I just...
Mr. Marson sounds like a jerk. Well, let's call Dan, whoever Dan is.
Dan Foster isn't around to take your call right now, so please leave your message after the tone.
No thanks. Call my mother. Phone's busy. She's busy talking to the neighbor lady, probably. Alright. Maybe if I go to my room and then I leave my room, the rain will stop.
I don't need that for the time being.
Do you talk about these? No. Run, Kate. Run down the stairs.
I'm back again.
Miss Walker?
I just...
Be
Oh, we already
careful.
had this conversation.
Did you know Anna Vorlberg, your...
Oh, why, of course I did. I mean, well, not.
Yeah, we already talked. Okay.
I would...
Why, so.
As the rain stopped.
I'll wait for the...
What am I missing? What am I forgetting? Oops. Ah. I accidentally clicked outside the game and the game has a weird thing go on. Maybe. What am I forgetting? I remember this problem. Olivia. Let's talk to you. Do I have something else I'm supposed to talk to him about?
I'm back.
Miss Walker.
Mission.
A fax didn't arrive for me, did it?
Maybe. I thought I heard the phone ring.
Do you think you might want to go and check?
Certainly, ma'am. Immediately.
Thank you very much.
Do you know about faxes? Everybody? Dear Matri Alfolter, as you are no doubt aware, our practice is charged with undertaking negotiations for the takeover of the Vorarlberg manufacturing by our client, the Universal Toy Company. It is with great sadness that we learn of the recent death of the manager and owner of the factory, Madame Vorarlberg, with whom negotiations had started. We are under no doubt that Madame Vorarlberg left you instructions before her death, enabling the sale to be concluded. We should remind you of the significant boost the arrival of your American multinational would bring to the economy of your region. It is for this reason that I am sure you will give our representative, Miss Kate Walker, a warm welcome. That's from Edward Marson, the
Thank you.
guy on the phone.
At your service.
I'm gonna go look around Valladolid.
There we go.
See you later.
The facts
As you like,
triggered the
miss.
weather. The facts stopped the rain. Let's go check out Valady Lynn. Oh, it's beautiful. I remember in high school we were supposed to draw a landscape or a scenery, and I picked this image right here. Hear this for art class. She's gonna say, no point, it's locked. Maybe.
No need to go down there.
When does she say that? Let's first go this way. And then we'll go down there. What a pretty area, isn't it? Okay, we don't have all our pieces.
No need to go down there.
Oh, okay. I would say that's up there, but it's okay.
No need to go down there.
Hey, mister.
Good morning. Are you open? Can I buy something from your bakery?
No, afraid not. Not possible. We're closed.
I can wait a while.
You can wait, but we're closed all day. Day of mourning.
I'm sorry. Please accept my condolences.
Don't worry about it. Because of Madame Vorarlberg's death, all the shops are closed. Mayor's decision. Try tomorrow.
Tomorrow I won't be here. That's a pity.
So, I really like this music, and I really like the music, but it's loud.
I'm gonna go walk outside.
Okay. Okay. Alright, that's better. Wouldn't you say?
No need to go down there.
That's her favorite sentence so far. We must have a need to go down here. Oops. I didn't mean to push that button. Get back up there. Run up the stairs. Run.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Yeah. Is that not what I do? Oh, this is what I do. Take. Have a look.
This thing's jammed.
What? And so the fella in there read the facts. And here we are. Make sure there's nothing to click on before I move on. Come on. I know I'll be using this. I can't quite remember when.
Hello, sir.
Miss Walker, I presume. Have you had a good journey?
Everything went very smoothly. Thank you.
Do take a seat, Miss Walker, please.
All right then.
I imagine you are aware of the business that brings me here.
Of course. I was waiting for you.
Let me introduce myself.
I am the legal representative for the Universal Toy Company. I'm responsible for...
So I understood, Miss Walker.
Oh, pardon me.
Miss Walker, I am afraid that the sale of the Vorarlberg factory is not as straightforward as it first seemed.
Whoa there. Everything was agreed. We'd obtained Anna Vorarlberg's consent, and her death does absolutely nothing to invalidate that. Now, I have to be back in New York the day after tomorrow, Metro Alphoter. My client and I are impatient to seal this deal.
I understand only too well, Miss Walker. There is an heir, Miss Walker.
Excuse me, an heir? But Madame Vorarlberg never married, as far as I know. And in my last conversation with her, she absolutely never mentioned this detail.
Miss Walker, believe me, I was more surprised than you are. Anna Vorarlberg sent me a letter 2 days before she died. Understand, Miss Walker, that had I known about this earlier, I would have informed you. I shall read you the document in my possession.
Yes, please do.
I am so very old. It seems that today life is slipping away from me more quickly than I imagined, and I fear that I will not be of this world to sign the takeover contract for my dear factory. So I must make this confession to you now. My brother Hans is still alive. It would not surprise me if you find this difficult to believe, but it is indeed the truth. You must remember his death, his funeral too. Even though you were very young at the time, it was but a sordid charade dreamt up by our father. To him, the very idea that his only son should wish to leave Baladillen and abandon the family business was unbearable. When Hans left, he preferred to think him dead and make everybody else believe this too. He obliged me to bear this terrible secret as well. I repeat that Hans is still alive, so when I die, it is he who becomes the sole and rightful heir of our factory.
Okay, I see. If Hans Vorarlberg is not dead after all, then I just have to sign the contracts with him. I suppose you've already contacted him? Where can I reach him?
The second half of the letter informs us that Hans Vorarlberg is somewhere in Syberia. I will leave the document in your hands to read at your leisure.
I have never had the chance to see my dear brother again. Fortunately, though, and I have remained very close in thought. Throughout the years, I have been able to follow his meandering life as he sporadically sent me news. On occasion, he would write me letters, but they were rare, as my brother, since his unfortunate accident, has maintained a phobia for the written word. However, he has sent me several plans of automatons that I eagerly had made up at the factory, and I will admit that they have largely contributed to the success of Vorarlberg creations. Hans has always had a marvelous gift of breathing life into objects through clever combinations of cogwheels and springs. My little brother is a genius in the true sense of the word. Let us return to the matter in hand. Rest assured of my personal conviction that my brother will not object in the slightest to the sale of the factory. If I have already passed away when you come to read this letter, it is to him that the matter should be addressed. I received his last letter 6 months ago, posted from the north of Syberia. I regret to say that I have received no more recent news. I am aware of the difficult situation in which my confession and lack of further details leaves you, but I wish to die with a clear conscience. I would be grateful, dear Maitre Alfolter, if you could inform the American law firm with whom I have been dealing of these developments. I've grown so old and so tired. With all my respect and final greetings. I think it meant with. I think there was 2 typos at the end there.
Anna Vorarlberg had no further information to add?
Unfortunately not, Miss Walker. I have told you as much as I know. The situation, in legal terms, is now clear. If you want to conclude this sale, you have to find Hans Vorarlberg. Apparently, there is a body lying in the town cemetery. There also seems to be some ghost wandering around Syberia. It seems you have your work cut out for you. Believe me, Miss Walker, when I say that I am most sorry for this regrettable setback. Most sorry.
Great. What now, then?
Perhaps you will find out more in the Vorarlberg factory archives. You will find the key in the waiting room. My role in this affair finishes here with the reading of this letter. And now, if you'll excuse me, I must rest. You see, my health is not excellent at the moment, and my doctor forbids me from working for too long. I will not detain you for any longer, Miss Walker. Do not forget to close the door as you go out.
Goodbye, sir. No need to go down there.
Okay. Okay, Kate Walker. I don't think I currently have the thing that is even supposed to be stamped. This is just the letter. Yeah, that's a future puzzle. Oh boy, we're reading. Mourning the loss of the queen of our hearts, let us pay homage today to Anna Vorarlberg, who died peacefully yesterday at the age of 86. The great lady devoted her life to her business and our community. This formidable woman had an extraordinary energy, a force that allowed our automaton technology to develop and to make our valley continually proud. Her vitality was matched by her generosity and goodness, which has marked all of Valdelin's inhabitants. The mayor of our town has declared that today would be a day of collective mourning in honor of Madame Vorarlberg. Her funeral will take place this morning at 10 a.m. in the parish church, officiated by the town's own priest. Editorial. Anna Vorarlberg's death marks the end of an era in Valideland. Madame Vorarlberg was an outstanding woman who presided over Vorarlberg manufacturing for more than 50 years. Her death seems to bring further loss in its wake, sounding the death knell of our automaton factory. The economic heart of our town, it is impossible to view her passing without concern for the future of our valley. In the last decade, computers, video games, and electronic robots have become predominant in our consumer society, rendering traditional clockwork mechanisms obsolete. The age of the wind-up toy is over. Such technology cannot compete in the modern economic climate and has fallen by the wayside. It would have been definitely consigned to oblivion if Vorarlberg manufacturing had not upheld its renowned savoir-faire, helping Valideland to remain economically active. However, today the industry has lost its spiritual force and the future looks bleak. Maybe the time has come to celebrate the prospective American takeover of the factory. But what will be the cost to the soul of Valideland? Ecology, the process. How'd it go, Aaron?
No need to go down there.
There's gonna be no need to go down there.
No need to go down there.
Or down here. There's gonna be just no need to go down there.
No need to go down there.
Mm-hmm. No point. It's locked. She's not gonna say anything, but I said it for her. Alright, let's go check out the other half of the map.
Hello?
Kate?
Dan, I'm so pleased to hear your voice.
How are you, honey? Did you have a good journey? Have you settled in?
It was long, tiring, damp especially, but I'm okay. Especially when you...
Everything going as planned?
Yeah, I mean, well, not really. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. You know, everything's so different here.
Actually, while we're on the subject, I managed to free myself up tomorrow lunchtime. I'll come and meet you at the airport. I hope the flight from Paris won't be delayed. We're expected at the Goldbergs about 8 o'clock. I hope you have the time to take a shower and change, my poor honey bun.
Dan, I don't think the Goldbergs tomorrow night is really on.
Don't worry, Kate. You'll be as perfect as ever. Anyway, you never have to wear much to look really great.
Dan, I'm going to have to extend my stay here. There's one or two complications. You understand?
Kate, honey, what are you talking about? It's only a measly toy factory.
The sale isn't going through as expected. I've got to stay a bit longer. Dan, you don't mind, do you?
But Katie, you can't do this to me. I mean, it's the Goldberg contract. There's millions of dollars on the line here.
I know, I'm sorry. You go ahead. Don't worry about me. I'll get back as soon as I can, I promise. Okay, I've got to go. I'll call you back soon. Love you, honey.
I don't think Dan is right for Kate. He had zero understanding and she was afraid to tell him. Look at these mountains. Oh, oops, oops. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. What a pleasure to meet such a lovely young lady honoring our aging streets. Please sit yourself down next to me so we can enjoy the air together.
It would be a pleasure, but I'm afraid I don't have the time. Some other time, maybe.
I hope so, miss. I remember when these streets were full of vibrant life. In those days, there was a charming encounter to be had round every corner. Our good little town of Valladolid is not what it used to be.
It looks like things have changed a bit around here.
Our children have all left the valley. They need to earn a living, don't they? Can't really blame them. You have to move with the times, don't you? And it's not at the Vorarlberg factory that they'll find jobs. Being excluded from the world is not an easy burden to bear, believe you me, miss.
But it's such a pretty little village.
I can tell you're not from these parts. I hope you enjoy the pleasures that we still have to offer. Good day to you.
Looks like the gate is open and I will enter.
Hello.
Kate, so what's new?
We've got a problem, Mr. Marson.
What problem? Come on, Kate, don't beat around the bush.
There's maybe an heir.
What?
Hans, Anna Vorarlberg's brother. Looks like he's still alive. We can't buy the factory without his consent.
What? What is this? Where's this mystery brother come from? And more to the point, where is he? What did the notary say?
Nothing. I mean, nothing else. You know, sir, it's an odd town here. Everything's odd. The people, things. The situation's not straightforward. I have a small bit of research to do.
Listen to me, Kate. Universal Toys is one of our biggest clients, and I don't care how weird that town is. All that matters is that you do not set foot back in New York before you've tied up the deal. Get the picture.
Yes, Mr. Marson. You can count on me. Darn it!
That's what I say, Mr. Marson. Darn it. No point. It's locked.
No point. It's
There
locked.
it is. That's where she said it. At the church. I seem to have some cogs in my possession. Look at those graphics. Ooh, it's kind of scary in here. good. Cool picture. Run to the crucifix. Let's move the crucifix and steal the key behind.
I can't open it. This thing's jammed. This thing's jammed.
Priestly garments. The Holy Bible. And that's the only drawer I want to open, I guess. Oh no. There we go.
This thing's jammed. This thing's jammed.
I don't remember what that's for. If it was Fatal Frame, that outfit would fall over.
No point. It's locked.
Okay. Well, now we have those punch cards, and we know those punch cards are music. Or like self-playing pianos. We have this self-playing organ up here. Let's go hear some amazing music. These graphics, they bring back memories. Let's start with the red punch card. Well, that's fitting for this time of year. It's playing Silent Night. Merry Christmas to my one viewer that's out there right now. I know you're there, I just don't know who you are. Oh, there's the wedding march. What's the pink one play? That's the one.
I no longer need these punch cards.
I don't get to hear the one that I missed. Darn it. Alright, Kate Walker. This is where the replay value comes in. Come back and replay it so you can do that part. Alright, let's go check out that That graveyard. That mausoleum. Or crypt, actually. I think I'm going the wrong way. This is just sightseeing, yeah. Whoops. Darn it. Excuse me. I clicked outside the game, and then the game gets confused. You gotta be careful about that. Yeah, I don't have anything to put in there anyway, so I don't really need to be rushing over here. I'll go look at it though. Maybe it triggers something.
I need a key. Can't go that way.
Yeah. Okay. Now I gotta think. What do I do now? I don't think there was anything else. Nope. This man has something new to say.
Hello again.
If you have 5 minutes to sit and talk, I could tell you a thing or two about the olden days.
I am sorry. I really am in a hurry.
Tis a pity.
Kate Walker, we have 5 minutes to sit and talk about the olden days. Maybe the desk clerk. Nope, that's not Laura Croft. That's Kate Walker. Distant Earth, you have been my one and only viewer of all time.
I'm back again.
Miss Walker?
I'm going to have to extend my hotel reservation.
Stay as long as you need to. Really, it's no trouble. We're delighted to have a little bit of life at the inn. How many extra days will you be staying?
I really can't say. I'm just not used to this sort of situation. It's so unexpected. First the alive person dies, next the dead person comes alive. It
is indeed a very unusual situation. We have a cousin who has an inn in Bremen. He has problems with ghosts. Imagine, the ghost refuses to leave his room. The only way to move him was to give him a bed in the attic.
It seems that the ghost I'm looking for hangs out in Syberia.
Well, that is very unusual. Please, do stay in the room as long as you wish.
If only I had a wish. Did you know Anna Varl...
Oh.
I think I'm going to need your help again.
Are you leaving already, Miss Walker? Should we bring down your luggage?
No, I'm not leaving yet. It's just that...
We would love to help, but just think what would happen if the telephone rang, or if a fax arrived, or if a customer came through the door. We don't have 5 minutes rest here. I'm sorry.
It's okay, no biggie.
You look like
I'm gonna go look around Valladolid. See you later.
As you like, miss.
I'm trying to think. What do I need to do? Is Momo back? No. I don't think there'd be anything in my room. You right there? Okay. Trying to think here.
Dan Foster isn't around to take...
Okay. What is she holding? Do you see the weird graphical thing? That's so funny. I want to see if she comes closer. If it'll happen again. Check out her alligator phone.
Why does she have an alligator?
It's a graphical thing. I don't know what's going on. It's really funny. It's her phone.
It's the Good Old Games version?
Yeah. Which I've never played it before, the Good Old Games version. Her phone is like a... It's so funny.
You have reached Martin and Lawman Associates. We're sorry, but all our lines are busy. Please call back later.
See if we can get a hold of her mother. Distant Earth, are you still there? It's late here, sleepy. I'm kind of tired too. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. there. Is that right? I can't remember if you were 5 hours ahead or 6 hours ahead of me. It's going on.
We're closed. Try tomorrow.
It's going on 10 p.m. here. My mouse is stuck. There we go. I wanted to tell you before you fall asleep, Merry Christmas, Distant Earth. Or Happy Christmas, because you're in the UK, don't you say Happy Christmas? I need to figure out. Okay, yes, I have beaten this game 2 times. It's almost 4 a.m. 10 p.m. still early. Yeah, well, I don't stay up until 4 a.m. I don't even know if I can. Something tragic or extreme or scary would have to be happening for me to stay up that late. Merry Christmas. What a beautiful Christmas tree picture you just sent me. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve there. It's not quite Christmas Eve over here yet, but I'm so glad you came to say hi to me. Nobody ever leaves comments. I've had people show up hang around for about 5 minutes and realize I don't want to watch this girl playing Syberia, and then they leave. It'd be nice if they just said, "Hi, I'm not gonna stay, but hi." You know what I mean? We need to talk to this guy. He seems important.
Hello again.
If you have 5...
I am sorry.
That's not what I'm supposed to get stamped, is it? I don't think so. Yeah, they probably are shy. You're right. They don't want me talking to them. I understand. I am missing something. Something needs to trigger. What am I missing? Let's go back over here again. It is a beautiful looking game. This game is from 2002. And I remember so well buying it off the store shelf. I still have the box. PC box. Remember when PC games came in boxes and weren't just digital? Remember those days? And the way you decided if you wanted to buy the game is by looking at the box. Remember that? Well, I just looked at this box and I was like, wow, this game looks cool. I don't remember.
This thing's jammed.
I don't remember what you do here. Maybe you have
This thing's...
one of these open. I think it's this one. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You ready for me to read? If you write something, I'll stop reading. To my successor, the Valladolid parish priest. The sanctity of confession is a sacred vow, so these revelations are the result of much soul-searching and reflection. One day in March of 1938, Rudolf Vorarlberg knocked at my door. I was a young priest then and was overwhelmed by the dominant personality of the town's most important figure. I remember it was raining that day, and beneath his dripping hair, Monsieur Vorarlberg's face was the very expression of eternal pain itself. Through gritted teeth, his eyes swimming with grief, he announced that his son Hans had just died. He wanted me to come immediately to bless the body. I entered the dark drawing room at the family home. Hans's coffin was set in the middle, sealed shut. Monsieur Vorarlberg explained to me that he wanted no one to see the body of his son. Hans's badly mangled corpse had been discovered at the bottom of a precipice. It was presumed that he had slipped and fallen badly. Despite his 18 years of age, the young Vorarlberg did not have all his faculties. I believed him. I led the funeral and officiated the mass and burial. We buried Hans Vorarlberg with all the dignity and solemnity befitting such a tragedy. Life indeed hangs by a thread, and I would have surely forgotten this episode. Only several years later, after her father's death, Anna Vorarlberg had an accident at the factory and nearly died. Such a close call with death seemed to awaken her a need to confess. What I heard that day would haunt my dreams thereafter. She told me that the body of her younger brother Hans was not at rest in the family tomb for the simple reason that he was still alive. I had blessed and sanctified an empty coffin. I had assisted and sanctioned a masquerade staged by Rudolf Vorarlberg himself to exercise the blind hatred he felt for his son. His son had left and he had felt betrayed. A man who preferred to believe and make others believe his son was dead, rather than accept this truth, had shamefully deceived me. What kind of priest was I? And what kind of priest would I become? Our merciful Father alone will be my judge. It is my duty to inform you that one of your flock is still unaccounted for. I leave this terrible secret in your hands to do with what you will. Leon Bonnard, the priest. What a story, huh? Well, we know where that key's gonna go. Running over to the crypt. Run, Kate Walker, who, yes, she does look related to Lara Croft. Her. So what did you have for dinner, Distant Earth? Oh, I have a couple other people here. I wonder if they're shy. Curious what everyone had for dinner. I made borscht. We had borscht for dinner. We're gonna open this. It's already cracked open. Well, that was convenient. Mountain fall kills local figure. The Vorarlberg family was struck by tragedy yesterday. Rudolf Vorarlberg discovered the lifeless body of his son Hans at the bottom of a precipice. Loose rocks and poor visibility occasioned by the morning mist were probably the cause of the young man's fall. This is the theory put forward by the family, as there were no witnesses. Hans had just turned 18 years of age. 8 years ago, he suffered a similar serious accident from which he never fully recovered the full use of his mental faculties. Despite living almost as a recluse, he was still a well-known figure, as the future of Vorarlberg manufacturing lay in his hands. We at the Valladolid Gazette wish to extend our deepest sympathy to his family and express our sincere condolences to Rudolf Vorarlberg and his daughter Anna, who today become the sole inheritor of the automaton factory. Alright, well, it's kind of eerie in here. And I think that's all we need. I think. Let me make sure. Dang it. I accidentally clicked outside of the game. Don't mind me. I'm looking for... Let's look at this one more time. Make sure there's nothing here. Okay, I guess not. Alright, I guess we're done with this room. Oh man. I suppose we're done with this area. Don't think we can go in this door. Trying to think where you use the cylinder.
No point.
A voice cylinder. Where will I use that? I don't think there's anything up here, but I'm gonna check. Double check. Sure seems like these giant eggs are important, doesn't it? I can't click on them. I can't click on anything else here. So I guess we're done here. Adventure games. Their whole goal is to tell a story but make it very difficult. Can I speak to you yet?
Hello again.
If you have...
I am.
No, she won't take the time to talk to him. I don't think there was anything in my room that could play anything. Let's see if Momo's in here. I know he shows back up. Oh. Thank you. Did you see him? He bowed to me. How nice. Do I have anything new
I'm
to
back
say?
again.
Miss Walker.
Who is the boy?
Heaven.
What is...
Okay,
You're...
we already spoke to him. Okay. We
What?
already did that too. Okay.
I'm gonna...
Nothing new to say with him. Nope, nothing here. I'm gonna really quick check my room, make sure nothing new happened. But I don't think there is.
I don't need that for the time being.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to do in here. Looks like a pretty comfy bed.
No
doesn't
need
it?
to...
Okay, so we're gonna have to... Maybe I'll go back to that, the notary's place again. Might be something there. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Darn it. I again clicked outside of my game. I'm so sorry. See how it messes up the the visuals? It's kind of funny actually. And it only messes it up for a second, so it's not too big of a deal. What's borscht? It sounds yummy and hearty. Yes, it is both of those things. Borscht is a beet soup. But it has all the good vegetables mixed in there. It's got a little bit of spice, and it is very hearty. There's not actually meat in it, but it probably would be really good with meat.
Oh no,
So I usually have a side food that has meat in it. So along with the borscht, I made some little Russian meat pies. They're really good. And if you don't like beets, it's probably because you only ever had canned... Wait. Did I see something? Yes, here we go. I know exactly where this goes. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Distant Earth. You're gonna make some borscht? Is that what you're saying? Borscht? Let's start. Darn it! Again, I clicked outside of the game. I have 2 monitors, and that's why what you witnessed is what is happening. And I apologize every time I do that. I just need to be more careful. Good thing the game I'm playing isn't like super intense. Ooh, we got right in. We're in the factory. Yes, but I'm not a good cook. Well, I mean, I wasn't a good cook at one point, but I kept cooking, so I became at least practiced at it. So if you keep practicing, it'll taste better. You start to learn little things, you know? You just get better. If you keep cooking, you do get better at cooking if you keep cooking. Because you start figuring things out. I really started getting into cooking when we moved to this new house in the country. It's like living in the country awakens your old soul, making you want to do things from the old
doesn't look like
days.
that works.
Look at that, we got a hamster automaton. Oh, we're getting the water wheel going. Does this work now?
I don't need to do that again.
Oh, forgive me for clicking outside of the game again. I'm doing very good at the thing I told myself I need to get better at, which is not clicking outside of the screen. Look at these chairs. They're way down on the floor. Okay, we got some reading to do. Madam, you will have received several warnings from my office concerning penalty charges incurred on unpaid invoices from the company La Colombe. The total debt for which you are responsible currently stands at 47,782 francs. I strongly advise you to acquit yourself of this debt by sending in the necessary funds to our payment center. In the absence of such a response on your part, I will be obliged to undertake legal proceedings against you to recover the outstanding funds. I know that such a decision cannot be... Madam, despite numerous follow-ups letters on our part, we notice that you still owe the sum of 80,000 francs corresponding to invoices dated January, February, and March 1998. Including increments for the last payment. We are asking you to resolve the situation by return of post. In case of non-payment, we will be obliged to suspend all supplies and refer the matter to the relevant legal authorities. We trust we shall hear from you soon. Yours faithfully, Monsieur Martinot, Head of Accountancy. Dear Anna, I find myself under the obligation to undertake certain procedures against your company, a situation I find particularly painful given the special relationship our bank has enjoyed with your company over the years. You yourself admit that for some time Vorarlberg Manufacturing has become a financial liability, and due to shareholder and partnership pressure, I'm no longer able to underwrite your debts with the bank. I'm sorry to say that we are obliged to comply with the economic imperatives of the era. It is for this reason that I beg you to accept the American investors' proposal. Such a takeover comes at a fortuitous moment, as it is the only way to swell your accounts and settle your debts. It will also enable Vorarlberg Manufacturing to stay afloat, streamline production, and modernize production techniques. You will thus be able to keep the Vorarlberg name alive, one that in its day was a guarantee of quality and savoir-faire. Please believe me, Anna, when I say that I offer this advice not just as a banker, but also as an old friend who desires nothing but good for you. I know that such decisions cannot be taken easily. You can truly hold your head up high, my dear Anna, and be proud of your achievements throughout the years. My deepest apologies for bearing such unpleasant news, and I remain at your entire disposal, so should you need me. Gustave Passerie.
Oh my gosh. Invoices, invoices, more invoices. I never knew the factory was in such a bad way financially. These last 2 years must have been very hard for Anna Vorarlberg.
Looks like we've got an automaton train in the works. Dear Hans, I know how much you dislike the written word, but I do not have the time to forge you a voice cylinder. I imagine that someone in your entourage will be kind enough to read these few lines to you. I received your latest set of plans. Your project is extraordinary. Your all-time masterpiece, perhaps. Time seems to have had no effect on your genius. Quite the contrary. I am proud of you, my dear little brother. Sometimes I find it hard to believe that a century has gone by since the last time I saw you. Wow. A century? It only seems like yesterday that you rushed away from Validylem. We undertook production immediately, following your instructions to the letter. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you don't mind me reading the letters and that you're not bored. The locomotive was ready within a week. If only you could see it. But you will see it. That much I have promised you. It is magnificent. It seems impatient to set it out on its maiden voyage. There's only Oscar left to build. I hope I will finish him soon. But as you can imagine, his mechanism is complex and takes a great deal of time and handiwork. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand you wish me to bring you that cursed prehistoric doll, that very thought of which I wonder if it is still in the cave, and if it is, what state it is in. But what does 60 years matter, after all, to an object already several thousand years old? I'm going to find it, Hans. I promise you. I have a bit of a nasty flu at the moment, which is running me down a little. I should be better in a few days, though. The sale of the factory is taking shape. The lawyer from New York should be visiting, and we will be able to sign the contracts. Then I shall... ... And it ends there. Okay. Well, are we done at the desk? Okay, let's go check out the cupboard. I know there's something here, but I don't know how to trigger it. Oh. There it was. This looks like something I could put a voice cylinder in. I have to listen to the music. I can't move. Okay. Oh, I took it.
Hans, where are you hiding? We've got to go home. We're late. Very late. Anna, over there. What do you mean, over there? Please, Hans, we've got to go. It's a secret. You've got to swear. Okay. I, Anna Vorarlberg, swear to my brother Hans to never ever mention this to anyone.
It's right there! You see? But it's dark in there.
Don't worry, I took a lantern. From the factory. Girls, honestly.
You won't look so clever when Father notices you've stolen one of his lanterns. Oh, I'm all covered in mud because of you.
Look, Anna. Look.
I've seen paintings like this in a library book. They're like...
You swore, Anna. It's a secret between you and me. Hey, look. There's something else up there.
Oh, come on.
It's like a toy. I have to have it. Give me some light.
But Hans, it's much too high. Do be careful, Hans. Hans, be careful.
For weeks, my brother lay in a coma, hanging between life and death. And then one morning he opened his eyes, but I knew he would never be the same again. We never did return to the cave. And to this day, I have never ever betrayed our secret.
And now we know why his mental faculties were a bit touched. Okay. Alrighty, so we I can't think of where that's gonna go at the moment, but I think we're done here.
Doesn't look like that works.
Guess we'll take care of that later.
Yes, hello?
Kate, what happened to you, my poor munchkin? I've been trying to contact you for hours.
I'm in Europe, Ma. Job thing.
What? Europe? My God. Oh, I've got such happy memories of Europe. Some of them even involve your father, but that's enough of that. Tell me, where are you? Paris? London? Venice?
Valladolid. Yeah, I know. It's a bit out in the boonies.
What in the world are you doing out there?
You know, business. I've got to see through the takeover of some old family business that's got a few debts. It's a really charming place, but there's one or two weird things going on here. I can't go into it now.
Oh, well, that's right. Your old mother's too dumb to understand it. You really do take after your father sometimes.
Mother.
Kate, you'll never guess who I saw yesterday?
Ma, I haven't got a lot of time, you know.
Thank you for visiting Distant Earth. It was so nice to
Ma,
see you.
please.
Sleep well, and Merry
I've got to
Christmas.
go.
Frank Malkovich, the Russian opera singer. Well, maybe you don't remember him. He was quite a star in his day.
Listen, Ma, I really don't have the time. I'll call you back.
He is as charming as he always was. We spent the...
Mom, I really have to go. I'll call you back, I promise. Lots of love.
Kate!
It's always nice when Distant Earth shows up. first time I saw a screen. It's actually scared me a little.
Oh, many thanks indeed. I am most embarrassed for you to see me like this. I lack a certain completion. You see, nobody here found the time to polish off the finishing touches. Honestly, these days, we really have lost the art of good workmanship.
Yeah, maybe.
With whom do I have the honor of speaking? Could you please state your identity, articulating clearly?
My name is Kate. Kate Walker.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Model XZ2000. My common name is Oscar. I represent the technological zenith of this factory's production. I have been designed to drive a locomotive. A touch messy, but an essential task.
Do you know where I could find the factory paperwork?
I cannot reply to this question with precision. Try Anna Vorarlberg's office above the machine floor.
Have you logged my first and last name?
Perfectly. Kate Walker. Pleased to meet you.
Me too, Model XZ2000.
Please, all my friends call me Oscar. This fad for cryptic names is such a bore. Could you imagine being called by your passport number?
I suppose not, Mr. Oscar. Sir. When you are complete and totally functional, can you help me gather information about Hans Vorarlberg?
I'm afraid I can't, Kate Walker. Duty calls. Once I've recovered my feet, I have to see to my post on the train. It's waiting for its engineer.
Does the name Hans Vorarlberg mean something to you?
Of course, he created me. But I'm sorry to say that I am yet to meet my maker.
Have you any idea where he might be right now?
No, Kate Walker, but I am sure I would experience great metaphysical satisfaction in his presence.
Well, shoot. Why? Because everything looks really good.
It sucks, but
Well, if they can...
they'll fix it. Everything Reeves says that they'll fix it. They'll either fix it or replace it. It's under warranty. It's under warranty. It's registered. It's a waste of machine. It just says, cause like, I was looking through it and I noticed like if you put your hand over the fiber optic, like all you see is the red chevron. But as soon as you get any kind of light into that optic, you start seeing red stars speckled on the back seat, like around the chevron. It's not what it's supposed to be.
You want some chocolate milk? Or some chocolate something? I want some chocolate something.
Oscar, I am delighted to have met you.
Yes,
still plan on using it until they ask for it. But, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna end my stream here because I want some chocolate and peanut butter. And it's really hard to stream if you want chocolate and peanut butter. So,